It will give staff the capability to inspect parts in real time. It's going to massively increase the speeds that they can do that in. They can measure multiple parts at the same time rather than do them individually.
The Metrios is so user-friendly. Draw a line on your datum, circle or whatever dimension it is you want to measure. Foolproof.
The quality of the parts that we produce will hopefully improve because they can jump off the machine, jump onto the inspection unit, measure the parts and increase accuracy. So it may help attract students in the future if they come in and see things like the Metrios unit. So one of the big strengths of the department that we have here is we have a lot of new technology, so we're constantly aspiring to try and keep up to date with industry standard technologies. So the students that come here have access to the best state-of-the-art kit, and what they will see outside is what they'll be used to using here at the university. So that's what makes us stand out against other universities in the UK. So the reason for buying the Metrios system was that my team here were manually inspecting parts that students were producing to be able to grade them. That was with a CMM arm, which was quite time consuming.
In the past, we had to use handheld measuring tools such as micrometers and vernier calipers and height coordinate measurement machines to determine how accurately or not so accurately these parts have been produced. But when you're processing over 50 students every single week, that becomes extremely time consuming and almost to the point where, we're spending half of our day doing the teaching and the other half of the day doing marking.
The students' parts that are manufactured within one of their modules before would have taken probably half a day to mark, whereas now they can be marked all at the same time rather than individually. They can be done within the space of 15-20 minutes. For me, that massively benefits the department because it means that we don't have to close doors when teaching's happening. We don't have to stop manufacturing parts for the rest of campus, and productivity levels have just gone up massively.
Part manufacturing or fabrication work that we usually do throughout the year, because all of our time is taken up doing this teaching and marking work, so anything that we can do to make the way we assess our students' parts more efficiently is greatly well received. So that's where the Metrios scanning machine has really come into its own. Another area of interest for the university to invest in the Metrios Cross is sometimes we get job requests from researchers or academics who have an existing part that they want to be modified, a very specialised part possibly, and certainly a part which has not been supplied with any of its original documentation or drawings.
People would bring in an item that was quite a dated item, so CAD files weren't available for it. With the Metrios unit, we've got the capability of inspecting it through the unit itself. It gives us the capability of not only measuring 2D parts, but we can also measure cylindrical parts with the rotary table attachment. So the students that manufacture parts on the lathe, they can then have their parts inspected in real time.
So I've worked in industry all my life. I've been brought up on a diet of verniers, shadow graphs, for anybody old out there who still remembers those. And this is just so much quicker. Draw on the component using your finger, the datum and the dimension you want to measure. It's almost idiot-proof. If a customer comes in and they want me to make a part, I've had to get the dimensions myself. And this is going to save me so much more time by just placing the part, scan it, and I can draw the information that I need to produce those components at a fraction of the time. And what we're looking at is planning a module around measurement and inspection and quality control, and that's certainly a tool that I'm sure our students will be very interested in.
The Metrios unit will give us the capability to introduce things like a metrology unit to the students' learning. So if they want to come in and measure some parts, reverse engineering some components, they then have the capability to do that now. We had looked at different companies such as Keyonce, and when it came down to it, the Metrios unit just looked the part. It fits in really well with what technology we have here already. We'd already got a partnership with the Fulham Group, so it was a no-brainer really.
It's very easy to use, and I'm impressed with the versatile range of features and scanning functions that it has. It's capable of performing more operations than I thought were possible in such a machine. We are able to measure both one-off parts and also a mixture of parts all at the same time. Massively increases productivity and reduces the amount of time that we have to spend accurately measuring parts one at a time using old-fashioned hand measurement methods.
the ease of use side of it. It's a really intuitive bit of kit. It's really easy to learn how to use. The staff that use it had a day of training, and if a student wanted to jump on it, because of the touchscreen on it, it's really easy to get to terms with. To date, the experience we've had with Metrios has been great. So we've received the installation the day after delivery. We then had training straight after the commission of the machine, and customer service, we can't really floor that either. I'd definitely recommend the Metrios unit to other higher education institutions. So anyone that's unsure whether it's worth making the jump or not, I'd definitely recommend getting in touch with the Car Fulham Group, getting someone to come in, explain the system, potentially having a demo, and then they will show how good the system is.